Yes, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to this session of Sustainable Construction Methods. I myself Irfan Ahmed, Assistant Professor in ISL Engineering College. Today we'll be seeing this topic, what is aluminium formwork. Basically this aluminium formwork is also called as Mevan formwork also. Why this name has been given, what is the importance of using this formwork, what are the benefits, and how do they reduce the cost cutting measures, how they are achieved in construction industry, as well as how they speed up the project. All these things we'll be seeing in detail here. Let us see what is Mevan formwork. You can see here Mevan formwork is basically an aluminium formwork system developed by one of the construction company. It is developed by one of the construction company from Europe in 1990. The Mevan Company Limited from Malaysia started this manufacturing of such formwork system. See, basically you must have seen in my previous sessions, we have seen different types of formwork. That was timber formwork as well as steel formwork and other formworks also. The biggest benefit of using this type of formwork is these formworks are used in those constructions where we want to construct high-rise buildings. These are not suitable for low-scale buildings or small buildings like G+5 or something. Basically those buildings where we want to speed up the construction as well as we want to construct high-rise structures, this type of formwork suits very well for that type of construction. So basically this was started in 1990 in the Europe, and their manufacturing unit in Malaysia started this type of formwork. You can see it is aluminium alloy formwork. It is not steel formwork or timber formwork or any other plastic formwork. It is aluminium formwork. This is here, it is aluminium formwork, one thing here. Next thing, the system of aluminium forms has been used widely in construction of residential units and mass housing projects. This you can see here, this is important here. You must have seen different other formworks also, but why this type of formwork is important? It is basically used in mass housing projects where we have very huge projects where we want to construct different types of blocks and which are high-rise structures also. And those type of construction, this formworks plays a very important role here. It is fast, simple, adaptable and cost effective also. Basically in whatever construction we do, the first thing what we see is what about the how fast it is, how fast we can fix this formwork, and how easily we can remove this formwork, even that is seen. So basically even that is satisfied here. It is fast, simple as well as adaptable also, and cost effective also. It is cost effective also because in big construction this is a very important role. We need to see how the cost is getting reduced. We in every single different segments we try to reduce the cost so that finally ultimately when the whole construction and the whole project is over, ultimately the cost reduces to a very big extent here. So it is cost effective also. So all whatever parameters we want, if you see from an eye of a contractor or a builder, so they satisfy these, this formwork satisfy all those parameters. Let us see here what it produces: total quality work which requires minimum maintenance. See, this is important here. It requires minimum maintenance also. Maintenance is not much required. We'll just see here, maintenance is not that much required here. It minimum maintenance. See, if even this is important, what happens in other types of formwork is, you must have seen in timber formwork also, what happens is maintenance is required, lot of maintenance is required, and that formwork doesn't have life when compared to this type of formwork. You can see this system minimum maintenance, and when durability is the prime consideration. See, whatever construction, whatever in construction, whatever materials are used, there we see the durability factor also plays a very important role. It is not like that we have just used some material, it has been used for a single project and then it has become useless and we have thrown it. So that is not feasible. We try to come up with some material where it is durable also, and thereby this formwork satisfies that parameter also. This system is most suitable for Indian condition as a tailor-made aluminium formwork for cast in situ fully concrete structure. One thing what we need to understand here is this type of formwork is not used for that construction where other than concrete, other material is also used. You must be imagining what is this type of construction where only concrete is used. Nowadays, whatever huge skyscrapers are coming, where huge buildings are coming, there different materials other than concrete for construction of the structural element is not used. Red bricks are not used, other bricks are not used, cement and laying of bricks and all these things are not used. Directly all your walls as well as your walls and other panels are also made up of concrete. Normally what we have seen is till now the structural member, the main structural member, that is your columns and beams and slabs, are made up of concrete. After that the formwork is removed, then we construct our walls using this red bricks. But here what happens is whole your walls as well as other structural elements are also made up of concrete. So this type of aluminum formwork is used for that construction which is fully concrete structure. Here you can see aluminum formwork system is a comparatively a new technology in India. Yes, it is a new technology. We haven't seen this type of technology before, but this type of technology after coming up in India, it is generating great benefits. The cost cutting measures are also achieved, as well as the construction time is also reduced to a very big extent here. So this is what the aluminum formwork is. Let us see background. Nowadays more than 30,000 square meter of formwork used in the world are under their operation. You can just see here 30,000 square meter of formwork used in the world is under their operation. So in not only in India is this formwork is generating great interest, but in other parts of the world also this type of formwork is used more and more in number than compared to other type of formwork. You can see Mivaan technology is suitable for constructing large number of houses. It is suitable for constructing large number of houses. So as I had told you, this formwork is not suitable for that construction where we are building only a single house or some small house. This is not suitable there, but this is suitable at those places where we are constructing large number of houses within short time, large number of houses within short time, using room size forms to construct walls and slabs in one continuous pour. You can see here rooms to construct walls and slab in one continuous pour. Basically what happens in this formwork is your walls are all, the formwork for wall is also casted, formwork for your slab is also casted, for beam is also casted, and at once the concrete is poured into all these casted elements. But the one thing you need to understand here is this type of formwork is used in those structural buildings where there is no columns. So you must be imagining how does the structural member or the building withstand, the slab withstand the load. Yes, as our whole walls are made up of concrete, they react or they take the strength which has to be taken by the column. So that strength is, that load of the slab is transferred to these walls which are made up of reinforced cement concrete. So they act as column members here. So here all the activities are planned in assembly line manner and hence result into more accurate. As it is already planned, everything is well planned, well controlled, everything acts in a very proper manner here, and high quality production of optimum cost and shortest possible time is achieved. So high production is good quality is also maintained, and optimum cost and shortest possible time, everything is achieved as everything is well planned in advance. So this formwork is very useful. It is generating great benefits to the construction industry here. You can see when it is suitable. Let us see when it is suitable. Mass housing, it is this type of formwork is used in mass housing. As I had told you, it is suitable for mass housing. Number of we want to construct number of houses within a short span of time. A number of repetitions are more, like same size of the rooms are there, same size houses are there, same size of slabs are there. In those conditions also this formwork will play a very good role. It achieves what your interest, it serves your interest here. Number of repetitions are more. Typical floors, I have told you, same size of floor floors, the floor distance, the height of the floors also don't change. There also this type of formwork serves you very well. Next you can see fast construction is required. Yes, as we have seen, where we need fast construction, we have a short span of time. In those conditions also this formwork is good. High quality, yes, we can achieve high quality construction is also achieved because everything is maintained, properly maintained with proper specifications. Everything is maintained, the concrete quality is maintained, all the materials are poured in correct quantities, the content is maintained as well as the quality is maintained, so even that can be achieved. Column-less structure, as I had told you, this structure is a column-less structure. Because of that, what happens, the carpet area also increases. You have a very good view, you get a very aesthetic view. You don't see any columns in between, you don't see any columns in corners also. Your whole structure is column-less structure, and that load of the slabs is supported by your walls, which are made up of reinforced cement concrete here. So it is column-less structure, also highly suitable to load-bearing structures. It is very good for shear wall, basically shear walls. It is good for shear walls also. These shear walls are constructed in those places where there are chances of earthquake-prone zones are there. At those places, shear walls are constructed. So these walls take down lot of load also. Accidental loads also can be taken up by these structures where there are earthquake prone areas, because there is disturbance in the earth, there is displacement in the vertical direction as well as horizontal direction. That displacement can also be resisted by this type of formwork. So formwork assembly, let us see how it is assembled. We need to understand basically how it is assembled. If that we understand, it will be very better. Let us see here, all panels are clearly labeled to ensure that they are easily be identified. What happens? They are labeled to ensure that we can identify. Basically what happens, everything is labeled so that the laborers or the people handling it, they don't get confused where to fix what. You can see this is the extension corner, this is the corner part, this is the soffit length, this is the soffit length. You can see these are the wall tiles, these are the wall tiles, even the top panel, this is everything has been specifically marked so that the people who are casting this formwork, they don't get confused here. You can see internal, this is the top panel, this is the internal corner, this is the internal corners, this is the wall panel. You can see this is the wall panel. Basically wall panel, it has been marked here. You have the deck panel also, you have the deck panel, this is the deck panel is there, as well as you have internal soffit corner. So what this is, the whole setup, all these are different parts, they are fixed together and everything has been specifically marked so that the people handling it, they don't get confused with this. So it is very easy, they are marked and they can be fixed very easily. Let us see, so what is here, they can be easily identified on site as well as they can be smoothly fitted together. As I had told you, you don't have any problems in fitting part also. It is very easy. They have a nut and bolt system, they can be fitted very easily and they can be removed also very easily together, smoothly fitted together using the formwork modulation drawings. All formwork begins at the corner and proceeds from there. In basically this type of formwork, what happens is the assembling of this formwork starts from the corner and then you reach to the middle part. So corners are fixed first, from there all the other fittings are connected one after the other, thereby a whole setup is got. Whatever size of setup you have designed, that you can achieve it. Let us see how simple the setting up of this type of formwork is. The panels are held in position by a simple pin and wedge system. It is very easy. You in my further slides you can understand very clearly how a simple pin and wedge system holds this formwork. It is simple. It is not so complicated where the laborers can't handle it. That passes through holes in outside rib of each panel. You can see this is the stub pin here. You can see just this one pin is inserted from here and the other pin is inserted from here, and there this gets locked, it is fixed here. You can see this is the kicker plate here. This is basically a plate which is fixed. In between that the concrete is poured. You can see extended beam side panel is also there. This type of extended connections are given where workers can move from there and they have the space to work from that side. You have the soffit length also is there. This is provided at this place, as well as internal beam side panels also there. Proper head for soffit panel, everything is fixed properly. You have a very simple system where you can fix it as well as remove it also very easily. You have the deck panel here. Basically this is the working deck from where the laborers move from the one side to the other side, and wherever they want to fix any reinforcement has to be tied, as well as some concrete has to be poured. This area is used for moving as per their requirement. So this is how this is fixed here. This is the assembly that passes through the hole. The panels fit precisely, simply and securely, and they require no bracing also. One good part of this type of formwork is, you must have seen the previous formworks, when there are chances of heavy load coming onto your structure, already the structure has its self weight, the dead weight of the slab is there, and the live load, people moving onto the structure, even that load is also there. Sometimes in some casualties you have some accidental loads also. So just for factor of safety, we provide some bracings also in other formwork. But here, just because this formwork can take huge amount of load coming onto it, even the accidental loads can be taken. If some loads come onto that, even those accidental loads can also be taken by this type of formwork. So bracings is also not needed here. So this is a very good type of formwork which is gaining a lot of reputation, and it is being used at those places where we want to come up with high structures in a very less time. So components of aluminum formwork or Mivan formwork, we'll see the basic elements of the formwork is the panel, which is an extruded aluminum rail section welded to an aluminum section. So basically this is an extruded aluminum rail section panel is there, which is welded to an aluminum sheet. You can just understand a small panel is there, over it an aluminum sheet is welded where you can move freely. These panels are made from high strength aluminum alloy. Basically the high strength aluminum alloy is used here with a size of 4 mm thick skin plate and 6 mm thick ribbing behind. So the size of the plate is about 4 mm, it is thick, as well as one more support is given at the back side with a 6 mm thick ribbing behind to stiffen the panels. To make the panels more stiff, one more plate of 6 mm thickness is provided at the back side. All the formwork components are received at the site within 3 months. See, this is important here. Once you have finalized your size of the size of your room, size of all your different panels and everything, you have to order it to the company. But within 3 months, you will get a specific size of whatever you need that you can reach. You will get it after 3 months. So you can get it after 3 months after they ordered. Following are the components that are regularly used in the construction. Let us see here. You will get a very clear picture here. You can see this is the prop head. Basically what happens, this is that part which you must have seen. Vertical members are erected. Okay, vertical members are erected when we are casting a slab. Over those vertical members, this prop head is fixed. This prop head is fixed over those vertical members. So this is your vertical member, and this prop head is fixed here. Next you can see here, this is the beam soffit panel. This is the beam soffit panel. Over this, the fitting is the beam soffit panel is fixed here. This is just the other side, beam soffit panel. The other side of the panel is shown here, how it is fixed. As I told you, thick 4 mm thick aluminum plate is fixed here. This is top the aluminum plate is fixed here. You can see from this side, in this 3D view you can see this is how it is. You can same thing, you can see beam soffit bulkhead. These are the pins and wedges which are fixed here. These openings have been given, small holes are being given here. Once these are fixed, that pins and wedges are fixed very easily here. So this is beam soffit bulkhead. Basically these are those components which are used for beam construction, beam components these are. Next we have different other components also. We'll see that deck components. So for a deck, what are the components? This is the deck panel, this is the deck prop as well. You have deck mid beam also. You have deck mid beam also. Other than the beam construction, as you have deck means the slab. So for that construction of that slab, this formwork, this type of panels are used. You have the deck panel and it has a specific size. Normally you must have seen in your the normal arc construction, conventional construction, we have the size of the deck panel or the size for casting the slab, the formwork for slab is we have about 3 feet to 2 feet size of deck we have. So here this is also specific as per your requirement, also you can order it, but normally this type of deck components are used. Deck mid beam, you can see this is the deck mid beam which is used in between. See, you must have seen as between if your room size is very big, in between you need some beams also. At those places you need this type of deck mid beam formwork also. This is fixed in between those places where the room is very large and and the slab area is very huge, very big, and that slab should be resisted by those external members which are resisting it. So in those places deck mid beam is used. You have deck prop also, and the deck prop you have this which is fixed at the bottom. Over that this is fixed, and this supports the whole supports the other panels also. Here it is fixed at these places, it is fixed from here. Different panels come, they are fixed here at the side. You can see here, just this is the inverted side. This is how here the small holes have been given, openings have been given here where the pins and wedges are fixed here. So this is how the deck components consist of. These are the different deck components. You have seen the beam components, and these are the deck components. Let us see the other components also. You have the external corner. As I told you, this type of formwork construction starts from the external side, from one corner. So these are those external corner formwork elements which are used. You can see these are the vertical members. Basically vertical members, you have the openings also, you have holes for pins and wedges also. You can see this is one side. The other side, if you turn it around, this is how these looks like. External corner members, these are external corner members. Same, once these are fixed, over these internal soffit members are fixed. Over these internal soffit members are fixed at the corners. You can see here at the corners. These come here, these get fixed here like this. Over this internal soffit members are fixed. Then you have external soffit corner members also. Even these are fixed. Basically these are fixed at the corners here. You can see this get fixed onto these members, external corner members. This external soffit member is fixed onto this. Anyway, we'll see in my further slides. I'll give a very clear picture how they are fixed one after the other. We'll be seeing that. Let us see what else is a site management. The labors are grouped. Now see, this is a very big site. Site management is also very important, or else though we have got very good formwork where it reduces the cost of construction and it is saving time, but still good labor management is important. If they don't work properly, then this can't be achieved. The labors are grouped together to form small teams to carry out. They are grouped together in small teams to carry out various tasks within a certain time frame. See, we have to small groups are made for labors where they are specifically given some work with a certain task to complete it. How they are divided is the time frame, such as for reinforcement, some of the labors are given. They only fix the reinforcement part. They are concerned only about the fixing of reinforcement. The other is fabrication and erection. The other team does the fabrication as well as erection also. They erected. If some places you need to fabricate something, that is also seen by some other team, as well as formwork, erection and concreting. So all the teams are different. Labors are made in different teams, and they look after their work, the work given to them within a specified time. You can see scheduling involves the design and development of work cycle. What is scheduling? Basically a proper schedule is made which involves designing as well as development of work cycle. Proper scheduling has to be done. If that scheduling is not done and that is not checked, then we can't achieve the desired results. Required to maximize efficiency in the field, so proper scheduling is very important. If everything is not scheduled properly, then we can't achieve the concrete with strength also sometimes. Optimum use of labor force is made by ensuring optimum use, full use of labor force is very essential. We need to maximum utilize the labor force to ensure that each trade has sufficient work on each working day. So as the scheduling is done, every day which team of laborers has to do what, that is specifically given to them, and that is checked in the evening, and next day schedule, everything is prepared in advance, and we have to keep checking whether whether our tasks are completed within our time frame or not. You can see the improved coordination in construction management, the improved coordination and construction management. See, we need to have a very good management here also to look whether the tasks what we are up to, are we achieving those tasks or not. So for that, good coordination is very important, as well as good management is also important. Enables the equipment to be used at optimum speed, though we have got a very good formwork, if we don't manage it properly, we don't coordinate properly, then the optimum speed as well as the efficiency is not achieved. So to be used at optimum speed, and efficiency and speed of the output are outstanding. If they are managed properly, then the speed and the output is outstanding. That is what is achieved. That is why this formwork has gained a lot of reputation in many of the countries. You can see, I have shown in a previous slide, about 30% of most of the countries are using this type of formwork. These are the benefits which we are achieving. That is why this type of formwork is very much being used in different countries. Let us see. This is very important here. See, this is how the scheduling is planned here. You can just see here, this is day 1. In day 1, you can see here setting out and survey. In the day 1, what is for setting out and survey, you can just see here. Hope this is clear to you all. Only for 2 hours setting out and survey is done. So this is day 1 what is done. And then what is done next? Wall rebars and first M&E. This is done here in the day 1. What size of the walls are there, what size of rebars we'll need, all this is also assessed in day 1 only. Next, you can see strike wall forms. What type of forms do we need? That is also fixed in day 1 also. This takes about 2 hours, and this wall rebar and other things, they take about 10 hours. Everything has been scheduled very properly here. 2 hours, 10 hours, and strike wall forms are also seen here. That is 4 hours. You can see 16 hours of work, and the rest 8 hours are for your for your rest. You can see this is in day 1. You can see in the day 2 what is done. In the day 2, erect wall forms, you can see 16 hours are taken to erect wall forms. This is 16 hours are taken to erect wall forms. This is in day 2. So everything is properly scheduled. Day 1 what is to be done, day 2 what is to be done. So day 2, erect wall forms. Next, you can see erect deck forms is also erected here. Wall forms is also erected, deck forms is also. So simultaneously both of them are erected. In conventional construction, we must have seen first we construct the columns, then we leave them, then after that we go for form work for beams as well as slab. Here what is happening, simultaneously for walls as well as for deck, the form work is being erected here. You can see strike deck forms, even this is done in 4 hours, this is done in 16 hours. You can see again 16 and 4, all this is done quickly here. Then the day 3, you can see in day 3 what is done, deck rebar is fixed. In day 3, 12 hours is needed. Basically, as I had told you, this is used for huge construction, so for that is why 12 hours is being needed for deck rebar. Rebar is being reinforcement is being fixed here on day 3, you can see. And then finally on the day 4, you can see here on the day 4 you have erect the sunken and the spacer has been erected. That takes about your 4 hours. Then in the next 2 hours, alignment and checking is seen. This is only in 4 days. Alignment checking is seen, and then you can see the last thing, the pouring of concrete is done in 8 hours. So this is a simple 4-day schedule where you can achieve your construction is got, the first floor construction is done only in a 4-day schedule. Whereas in conventional concrete, if you see, this same type of construction takes at least 10 days. Same quantity of construction, it takes at least 10 days. So we are saving 6 days. If you see one aspect, we are saving 6 days, as as well as we are saving 6 days of labor work, we are saving 6 days of other machinery, everything, electricity. If you sum up all these, lot of cost is also being reduced because of this type of form work. So it is a very good schedule which is being prepared. Every day what is to be done, next day what is to be done, everything is clear and cut, nothing, everything is fixed in advance here. So this is the speed of construction work cycle. You can see speed of construction. The system usually follows a 4-day cycle. Day 1, as I told you, the first activity consists of erection of vertical reinforcement of bars one side. So vertical reinforcement of bars is done on the first day. You can see erection of vertical reinforcement bars one side of vertical framework, entire floor. So at the one side, vertical reinforcement of bars is done. Then on the day 2, the second activity involves erection of second side of vertical form work for the floor. From one side, vertical form work is done and the vertical reinforcement is done, and the next day the other side of the vertical erection is done here. Vertical form work is done for erection of reinforcement. Then you can see fixing reinforcement bar for floor slab. You can see first the vertical form work was done, then the reinforcement was placed in it. Then you can see in the third day fixing the reinforcement for floor slab. Then the reinforcement for floor slabs, the reinforcement for slab was being fixed there in the third day, and casting of walls and slab. So basically walls as well as slab, this was done on the third day. And on the fourth day, removal of vertical formwork panels after 24 hours. Your concrete has been poured and after 24 hours you have to remove this formwork, leaving the props in place for 7 days. You're leaving the props in place for 7 days and floor slab formwork in place for 2.5 days. You can see here, this is important here, the props, what happens after 24 hours, the formwork is removed, but the vertical props or the vertical supports given to the slabs, that are being left for 7 days. And for floor slab formwork in place for 2.5 days only. You can just imagine here, just in 2.5 days your concrete has gained the strength, your slab has gained the strength, and your formwork is being removed, but only your vertical props are there in place and the rest other formworks are removed and they are taken to the next level for the next floor construction work is being carried out. So this is how quick this type of construction is done. Just in 4 days you are achieving that amount of construction is completed, where in the conventional construction it takes about 10 days. Let us see further the system for scheduling and controlling of trades. Other connected concepts, de-shuttering of panels. You can just see de-shuttering is done only in 12 to 15 hours. De-shuttering of panels, 12 to 15 hours. De-shuttering is done. After 24 hours, the panels are removed, the shuttering is removed. Next, positioning brackets and platforms and level. Positioning the brackets and platform, it takes only 10 to 15 hours. You see the positioning, you're seeing the alignment, you're fixing it, it takes only 10 to 15 hours. De-shuttered panels lifted and fixed on floor, 7 to 10 hours. The panels, other panels, they are removed and they are fixed in the next floor. That takes only 7 to 10 hours. You can see kicker and external shutters fixed in 7 hours. The external shutters are also done only in 7 hours. See, this is very quick. This is very this is reducing your time to a very great extent here. Shutters erected in 6 to 8 hours. It is a very small amount of reinforcement in just 10 to 12 hours. Reinforcement, because everything is pre-planned, everything is got onto the side. So reinforcement just in 10 to 12 hours your reinforcement is fixed. Basically there in this type of formwork, what happens, small holes and at different spaces holes are given where your reinforcement can be placed quickly. Then electrical fittings just in 10 hours, your electrical fitting as well as that is done in 10 hours, and all this is complete. This is basically a 4-day schedule. Then and on the 4th day you are pouring the concrete and your structural element is ready and it has been casted. Then after 24 hours we remove the formwork, and after 7 days we remove the vertical props also. So this is how this type of aluminum formwork is done. You can just see here, let's see the comparison here. Comparison between aluminum formwork and conventional formwork system. We want to see how good it works when compared to conventional formwork system. That is to be seen, because where we are in terms of money, we are investing some amount of money, where thereby we can save the time as well as some money also. Thereby, how does it perform. We have to see it here. Speed of construction, let us see here. Speed of construction, aluminum formwork, 4 days cycle per floor. For 4 days cycle per floor, we have just seen it. In 4 days, how do we construct one floor? Whereas in conventional formwork, 10 days cycle per floor. We are saving 6 days. 6 days are being saved. 6 days into 24 hours, you can just calculate it, what amount of time is being reduced, as well as what amount of different other things are also reduced here, as well as cost also. That is important. Next, you can see quality of surface finish. Now we need to see how is the surface finish, how is it achieved. The quality of surface finish is excellent. Plastering is not required. That is what it means. Double plastering is not required here. You get a very smooth finish here because the aluminum formwork is smooth. The surface is smooth. Thereby we get a very excellent smooth finish. Thereby we don't need excellent plastering. Whereas in conventional formwork, you must have seen, you must have noted in many places, the surface is not proper. Thereby we have to go for a lot of plastering. That is twice 2 times of plastering is needed here. Next, pre-planning of formwork system is required. Pre-planning is very important. Without pre-planning, this can't be achieved. As well as here, this is not required. Pre-planning is not required. Thereby, there is lost lot of time is also lost, as well as lot of materials are lost, and money is also increased. Next, you can see the type of construction is cast in situ cellular construction. Basically, some of the panels are constructed beforehand and got onto the site, and most of them are constructed on site. Here, simple RCC framed construction. This is RCC frame construction here. You can see wastage of formwork material is very less here. As I told you, because everything is planned, thereby the wastage of material is also reduced. Even that is managed here. Whereas here in conventional formwork, in great amount, you must have seen, the material is wasted in very huge amounts. Resistant to earthquake, it has very good resistance. As I told you, only the whole structure is made up of concrete. So even before designing, even that is seen where this structure can resist. As I told you, where we construct shear walls. Shear walls are constructed basically to resist this earthquake only. Now this whole structure acts as shear wall only. So there is no chance of not resisting earthquake. So it has good resistance, less than aluminum formwork. Though in conventional concrete we see this aspect also, where the structure can resist the earthquake, but still it doesn't perform as good as aluminum formwork. So this is how the comparison is. You can see aluminum formwork is very good when compared to conventional formwork system. You can see what are the advantages. The advantages are easy to handle. Aluminum does not rust like steel. It doesn't rust like steel. It is handling is very easy. It doesn't rust like steel. Therefore, the aluminum formwork can be reused hundreds of times because there is no rust. So it can be reused many times. Just we have to see whether it is not damaged. And there are no chances of damage because everything concrete is poured properly. So everything is planned. So there are no chances of damage also. So it is reusable also. Formwork is made with an aluminum alloy which is high tensile. So it has high tensile strength also. It can take a lot of load coming onto it. So it is very good. It performs better than steel formwork. Strength also is very hard. Strength is also very hard. It can bear a lot of loads coming onto it. So it is very good here in terms when compared to your timber formwork and steel formwork. Saving and overhead expense due to speedy construction. As I told you, but 6 days are saved. Thereby we are saving lot of expenses also getting saved here. Doesn't require timber or plywood for construction activities, so it saves the environment. See, even this environment is also getting saved. Lot of timber is being trees are getting cutting down just to get this timber formwork also. Here even that is also saved here, because so we are reducing in other way it is very much helpful to the environment also. Let us see casting of walls and slab possible simultaneously. The same simultaneously the walls can be casted as well as slabs also can be casted, whereas in conventional formwork this is not possible here. Doesn't require skilled labor. Skilled requires not required here, because everything is pre-planned, everything is simple, everything is fixed very easily, so you don't require skilled labor also here. Everything is very simple. Handling is also very simple. Less debris generation, yes, it doesn't, as there is no wastage, so even debris generation is also reduced. Higher scrap value, as this is aluminum. Aluminum has a higher scrap value when compared to steel, so higher scrap value is also there. Carpet area will increase, as I had told you, just because there are no columns, thereby the carpet area will also get increased using this type of formwork. Collect the best premium from the customer, because 100% RCC building, so it is very, it satisfies the customer. You are getting everything which you can achieve in the conventional formwork, conventional building. All those things can be achieved using this type of formwork. You get very good structure with concrete walls and everything here. So this formwork performs very well when compared to other types of formwork here. Let us see now. I'll show you a video where it will be very clear to you all how this formwork is fixed, erected, and how it is de-shuttered here. I request all of you all to please be attentive here. Let us see it here. how this type of formwork plays here. Let us see here now. Yes, let us check this video. You can see here. Yes, let us see how this aluminum fabrication takes place. See, this is how the preliminary task job site. Basically, this you can see from top. Let us understand here. See, this your construction is getting started. Your formwork is getting fixed here. You can just imagine here. First, what we'll have to do is the substructure has to be constructed as we do it in the conventional construction only. Here, what we'll have to, after the substructure has been constructed, these are your plinth beams. These are your plinth beams, and openings have to be left. The reinforcement have to be taken from here. Basically, this is being provided for reinforcement to get fixed here. Once these openings have been given, from there what we do is this reinforcement, you can see this how this reinforcement mesh is being prepared and fixed here. Basically, this reinforcement is done for walls here. Let us see here. For walls, how this type of construction is done. You can see here how the reinforcement is fixed here. As I told you on day 1 and day 2, how do we do it? Next, these you must have seen in centering when we fix the shutters, we put some chemical. That chemical is being fixed, and just see here, this is how your aluminum formwork is being fixed for your wall. This is for the wall, how this aluminum formwork is being fixed one after the other. You can see these holes, as I told you, these are the pin wedges. This is just pushed from here. This is just pushed from here. This is just pushed from this side and fixed from the top side. So this is very easy. So fixing is also easy, handling is also easier. So this is how the wall is being constructed. The formwork for wall is being constructed. The opening for the window is also given here. Opening for the window. You can just see how easy it is. Opening and sunken setting, everything is fixed. These are the vertical props. These are the vertical props here. And these are the external supports. The vertical props, these are the different supports are fixed. As I told you, as I had explained to you in my previous slides here, you can see the pins and wedges, how they are fixed slowly. Corner setting basically, what is done is corner setting. You can see here, this is the corner setting. You can see these openings have been given here. The reinforcement have been set inside. These your formwork is whole setup. This is your wall. This is your hole. This is your wall. Your formwork for your wall has been fixed here. and on all the four sides. For your beam also, this is the formwork that has been fixed here. Reinforcement has been placed. For your window, this opening also has been left. For your door also, opening has been left, window or door, whatever it is, everything has been fixed together. What happens is the formwork for walls as well as beams and for slabs, everything is done simultaneously. Then after that, concrete is poured together. Let us have a clear picture on this. Let us have a clear picture. You can have a very clear picture. You can understand what I was kicker setting. This is the kicker setting. This is the top part. See, one after the other, how this is fixed. This is how the slab setting. Basically, the slab setting is being done here. After the setting for the walls have been finished, then the fixing for the slabs is being done. This is how the deck panels are being placed one after the other. The deck panels. Once the deck, first the wall setting is done, then after that only the deck panel setting. Just you can see now the concrete is being poured at once. At once what happened, the concrete is filled into your walls as well as onto the deck slab, and now your house is ready. Just within 24 hours, I told you, we remove everything. Then after that, what I told you, this vertical props are not removed for 7 days. Once after 24 hours, the formwork for walls and everything are removed. Then after that, they are taken up for the next construction, for the next level. Just these vertical props, they are not removed. You can see these are there for 7 days, and the rest of the other forms are removed within 24 hours. After 24 hours, everything is ready, your strength is gained. You can just see here, this is over. Now the construction for the next floor starts simultaneously just after 24 days. After 7, see now this is being erected for the construction working for the next level. This is the working area. This you can see the yellow part, this is your working area. Basically, this is your working area. This is being removed. Your formwork is being removed. As I told you, this is your, everything is removed. Only the vertical forms are being left. That is for 7 days. Once that is completed, even these vertical props are removed, and then the other construction is done. You can see here, once that is ready, now the external fittings are being done. Basically, a setup is being done where the workers can move from this side, this part. They can move from this part. They can move from this part, this yellow part. Hope you can see this yellow part. They move from here. They work. They move on this working deck. This is the working deck. They move from here. The whole of the working deck is connected there from the outer side. They work from there, and the work for the next level is done simultaneously. Though the vertical props are not removed, but still it is there for 7 days. Simultaneously, the work for the next floor has been started here. Thereby, the lot of time we are saving here. You can just see here. Again, the formwork for the walls are being erected here. Formwork for the walls, reinforcement has been casted. Formwork for the staircase is also fixed here. For staircase, formwork is being done here. The reinforcement is placed already. You can just see here. You can see this is the staircase. This is your staircase. This is your staircase slant. This is your stair. This is your reinforcement. Everything is fixed here, and formwork is fixed. This is on the next level. Once the first level of pouring of concrete is over, for the next level, this is how the staircase is. The aluminum formwork for staircase is being fixed here. Reinforcement is fixed there, and once this in 4 days, just in 4 days, the next level will be ready. Concrete will be poured together, and we are ready with the next floor also. You can just imagine, in 4 days, one floor is ready. In the next 4 days, other floor is ready. You can just imagine in a month what amount of construction, what number of floors can be completed just in a very short span of time. You can just see this here. So staircase, everything is fixed, reinforcement is ready, the stairs are ready, formwork has been fixed, and next everything at a go, at once, the concrete for the walls as well as for the stairs as well as for the deck, everything is poured together, and the whole floor is ready for construction. You can just see here, advantages of all form reduction. in worker safety, it is very safety. Your next level, your next floor is ready just after 4 days. Just after 4 days, your next level is ready. You can just imagine where you have huge skyscrapers, how quickly we can construct such big skyscrapers. So this aluminum formwork has helped the construction industry to has taken the construction industry to the next level. It has reduced the time, it has reduced the cost also. Just imagine here, just see here, everything is being set up and they are fixed one after the other. This is the formwork that is being fixed here. Formwork is fixed, this level is over, next level is over, then once this is ready, next level, once that is ready, next level. You can see here, you have got this house, this level of house, number of houses. I told you this formwork is used when we have the housing area is very large or we have huge skyscrapers. You can just see a number of houses are more there. This formwork is quickly installed, removed quickly, and all these houses are ready within a short span of time. You just see a very good, you get a very aesthetic view also, you get a very good carpet area also. So this is how the aluminum formwork was installed, as they were fixed as well as they were removed. So hope this session was informative to you. I request all of you all to please go through the session. If you have any questions, please comment in the comment section. I will answer to your questions. Thank you. Thanks a lot.